Imagine standing in a dusty courtyard in Florence in the year 1501. In the center of the yard lies a massive block of white marble, 18 feet tall. It is scarred, narrow, and deeply flawed. For 40 years this block, nicknamed the Giant, has sat in the mud, exposed to the rain and the wind. 2 other master sculptors had already tried to work on it, but they both gave up, claiming the stone was too fragile and too poorly shaped to ever become anything of value. To the city of Florence, it was a piece of expensive waste, a failed dream taking up space. Then came a young man of 26 named Michelangelo Buonarroti. While others saw a ruined stone, Michelangelo saw a king. He didn't see the cracks, he saw the potential hidden within the grain. His story is not just about the creation of a masterpiece, it is a profound lesson in visionary thinking and the power of the inner citadel. It teaches us that mastery is not about adding more to our lives, but about having the foresight to remove what does not belong. Michelangelo famously said, "Every block of stone has a statue inside it, and it is the task of the sculptor to discover it." This is a revolutionary way to look at the world. Most of us look at our lives and see what is missing. We see our flaws, our past mistakes, and the waste of our unused talents. We feel like the discarded marble in the courtyard, too broken to be beautiful. But Michelangelo invites us to practice the art of subtraction. He believed that the figure was already there, living inside the stone, waiting to be released. His job was simply to chip away the excess. For 3 years, Michelangelo worked in silence. He built a wooden fence around the marble so no one could see his progress. He worked through the heat of the summer and the bite of the winter, often sleeping in his clothes and eating only a crust of bread so he wouldn't have to stop. This level of discipline was not a form of punishment, it was an act of devotion. He was unearthing a soul. He understood that to bring out the greatness in anything, you must be willing to endure the lonely, repetitive work of the chisel. When the wooden fence was finally removed in 1504, the city of Florence was stunned into a state of tranquility. Standing before them was David. He was not the small, boyish David seen in earlier art. He was a powerhouse of tension and resilience, captured in the moment just before he strikes the giant Goliath. Michelangelo had managed to work around the flaws of the stone so perfectly that the statue seemed to breathe. He had turned a waste product into the highest expression of human integrity. The secret to Michelangelo's success was his ability to listen to the stone. This is a form of Zen in action. He didn't try to force a shape onto the marble. He waited for the marble to tell him where the figure lay. He practiced detachment from the opinions of those who said the stone was useless. He trusted his internal compass. This is the ultimate form of control, the realization that your perspective is the only thing that determines the value of your environment. If you see waste, you will live in a junkyard. If you see beauty, you will live in a cathedral. In our modern lives, we are often told that we need to reinvent ourselves. We are told to buy new things, learn new skills, and adopt new personas to be happy. We feel anxious because we are constantly trying to add more to our external identity. But the wisdom of the David tells us that healing comes from letting go. We don't need to become someone else. We need to remove the excess that hides who we truly are. We need to chip away the fear, the social pressure, and the self-doubt that covers our inner statue. Michelangelo's David is a mirror for your own soul. You may feel like the discarded block of marble, scarred by life, narrow in your opportunities, or left in the mud of failure. You may feel that others have looked at you and seen only waste. But you must be your own sculptor. You must have the foresight to see the masterpiece inside your own struggle. Your scars are not flaws. They are the unique contours of the stone that make your resonance different from anyone else's. To find your own mastery today, you must start with observation. Look at the raw material of your life. Instead of complaining about what you lack, ask yourself, what is already here that is waiting to be released. Practice the silence of the workshop. Be willing to do the slow, steady work of self-discipline. Understand that the most beautiful parts of you are often hidden beneath the rough edges of your hardships. Take a deep breath. Realize that you are not a finished product. You are a metamorphosis in progress. You have the sovereignty to decide what stays and what goes. Do not let the world define your worth based on your cracks. Like Michelangelo, look into the stone of your life and see the angel within it. The hammer and the chisel are in your hands. Do not be afraid of the chips that fall away. They are only the things that were holding you back. Focus on the beauty that remains. Stand tall, trust your vision, and unearth the greatness that has been waiting for you all along.